Today we're going to make crunchy corn relish. You may want to double or even quadruple this recipe. It is so tasty that it will disappear quickly. Welcome friends, and welcome back to Katie's Camp Kitchen. I'm excited to bring you along for this simple and oh so good recipe. The recipe will be in the description box of this video, as well as the first pinned comment. Fall is a great time of year to make this recipe with corn readily available, but you can also make it with frozen corn. Here's a copy of the recipe in case you want to take a screenshot. Here are the vegetables we will be using: corn, onion, red and green bell peppers, and celery. For seasonings we will use turmeric, celery seed, yellow mustard seed, salt, and sugar. Very small quantities of these seasonings can be purchased at your local health food store in case you don't keep them in your pantry. For the corn, we need 2½ cups. You can use frozen or fresh. You will need 3 to 5 ears of corn. This time of year, with the corn being very full, we only needed 3 ears of corn this day. Next, we want to add about half of a green bell pepper and half of a red bell pepper. That's the equivalent of about 1/2 cup of each. We want to cut them about 1 to 2 times the size of the corn kernels. Next, we're going to dice a half a rib of celery. Once diced, the celery is about 1/2 cup. To complete the vegetables, we've added 1/2 cup of diced onions. So we have about 4 cups total of vegetables. Now let's make the brine for the corn relish.
1/2 cup of water in here, and to that I'm going to add another 1/2 cup plus 1 tablespoon of vinegar. Into a 3-quart pan I've added all my raw vegetables. Now I'm adding my water and vinegar. That's 1/2 cup of water and 1/2 cup plus 1 tablespoon of white vinegar. One-half cup of sugar. Now I'm going to add in all my spices. So 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon of celery seed, teaspoon of mustard seed, 1/8 teaspoon of turmeric. I'm going to go ahead and start cooking this now. Turning on the inverter for this EcoFlow River 2 Pro. I'm going to switch it to watts. I'm going to go to 900. So this is showing 827 watts for medium. I want to bring this up to a boil, and then we're going to cook it for 10 minutes after it's boiled. I don't know if you can see the steam coming off, but it definitely is. So let's see where we are. We'll check the temperature even though we know it's boiling. Okay, 211, which is exactly right for my altitude. 131 watt hours so far, 10 minutes. So now we're going to just cook this for another 10 minutes. I'm going to set a timer. Turn this down to a simmer now. So I'm going to go back to medium low. It immediately stopped boiling, which is one of the things I really love about this induction cooktop. And I will cover it. We're at 171 watt hours. It's been an additional 10 minutes or so. 63% on the power station, so we've used now 38%. But let's see how it's doing. Yeah. That's a very nice simmer. I'm going to turn off the induction cooktop. So let's do a final 178 watt hours, 22 minutes. Just going to do a taste test on this. This would be great for a holiday party. It's so colorful. Let's see what the crunch is like. Super crunchy. That tastes really good hot, actually. We'll put this into a container and let it cool down. Of course, more of the flavors will melt. I like to serve this with hot dogs. It's a great side for barbecue, fish tacos. A friend of mine that had it with a roast beef dinner. It's really a versatile dish, and I think you'll love it. So give it a try. As always, thanks so very much for joining us here at Katie's Camp Kitchen. Hope you're doing well, and we'll see you around the campfire very soon.